What up? I'm Chicas Man. Welcome back to Only Talks. I'm here joined again by my co-host, Alex. What up?
What's up, guys? Welcome to Only Talks. Look at this new hat that I got. My sister
Damn,
got me.
sweet. That's our logo.
Yes. We got a special guest.
What a special day it is today. We got a special guest, Haley, inked by Haley. Hashtag
Yes.
trending.
Trying. We're getting there.
What's up, Haley? How you feeling?
Good. How are y'all? Thanks for having me. This is exciting. I've never done anything like this before.
It is exciting.
I'm usually on the other end of it. Listening.
Oh, yeah. You're like behind the
Are
scenes.
you nervous?
Oh, yeah.
I'm always nervous. I
Really?
also haven't really met you, so I'm like, oh, who's this guy? But then I peeped this collection here. I was like, we have a lot in common.
Oh, see? Cool.
I'm not worried.
Yeah.
So you like horror stuff? Huh?
Yes, I saw the
See?
Friday Night Lights, and I was like,
Oh, look. See? Football right
Nice.
there. He doesn't even know that.
Oh, I've never seen that movie. Ooh. She's like, I'm out.
That's Texas right there, boy.
yeah, Texas.
Yeah, you were just
Literally,
saying. You
that's
were just saying
Texas.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us where you're from and
From Lubbock, Texas. So if you don't know where that's at, if you ever heard of Buddy Holly, that's where it's at. We're Patrick Mahomes,
Oh, okay.
Texas Tech.
that's my homie.
That's my homie. For real.
your
I
homie.
got Texas Tech tattooed.
Oh,
on
really?
me.
Oh, nice.
Born and raised, moved around a lot, and then finally met my wife 5 years now. Oh my God, 5 years. Wow.
You
5
met her
years
out there?
in Texas.
Okay.
Okay.
Funny how we met. So, I grew up in Texas. I moved around a lot, childhood, whatever. When I came back as an adult, getting on my feet, she had moved from New York to Texas to get, away from the parents, be on her own. Started, 'cause she's a piercer, did her thing, met on Tinder.
Cool.
It actually works, if you didn't know.
That's where I met my ex, Tinder. We were together for 3.5 years. So not that long, but
But
long.
you said X, and I'm like, oh, damn. I was like,
Well,
is it
it
another
worked.
success story?
I've never really heard anybody
Well,
like contender actual success. That's awesome.
Yeah.
that's cool.
And I mean, I fully intended on just being a hookup.
Mm-hmm.
But she took me to a fucking karaoke bar.
And you love karaoke.
No, I hate karaoke. I'm not a singer. I'm a lip singer. That's why I do drag. I lip sing. I don't really sing. I don't even sing in the shower. But we're having some drinks, and she sings an Amy Winehouse song, and I was like, damn it, she's really good. Then she did Selena, and I was like, oh my God. It's like Selena and Amy Winehouse and Stevie Nicks had a love child with Chris Stapleton in there. That's her voice. And I was like, damn it, I'm going to fall in love.
So her voice got you there.
Yeah. 6 months later, I proposed.
Holy
Wow.
smokes. That's fast.
4 years later, we got married.
Wow, that's
It's quite the story.
that's awesome. Why Colorado? Because we're here in Colorado now.
Oh my God, why not? So being a queer female in Texas is a horror story. It really is. I grew up in, I have my adopted family and my biological families. So my adopted family was Mexican. That's how I grew up. My grandparents barely spoke any English, had some amazing food, but my biological parents are very white and conservative and thinks everyone should speak their language.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I grew up with both sides, so it was very conflicting to go back and forth. When you realize who the hell you are, and I'm like, I'm kind of gay. How do you feel about that? That's kind of gonna put us through the ringer, which thankfully they're accepting of that, of me.
Good.
But not everyone in Texas is. So when me and my wife got together, I found this place and I was in love with it, grew up there. I emailed them and I was like, hey, me and my fiance, we're a same-sex couple. They straight up said, I'm sorry, it's against our religious views. Good luck.
Wow.
I got that from 3 other venues besides that. And I was like, what the fuck? Well, when I proposed to Vanessa, I proposed to her at Trinidad State Park up in Trinidad, Colorado. We're potheads. We'd come up here all the time, just get high as hell, have a great time, and then go back to the shithole. Well, Colorado's just always our sanctuary. So when they were telling us no, I was like, then what the hell's stopping us? Let's just go to Colorado. We can get married anywhere. Your dog can be your witness. Like,
What?
Wow.
I didn't know that.
yeah, my dogs, we had our oldest dog and our youngest dog's paw print on our marriage certificate as our witnesses. Colorado is amazing, and that is the biggest thing that drove us here. It is extremely fucking expensive.
Oh.
So when did you move here then?
2 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Literally, maybe 10 years ago, it was not expensive at all. Like houses were running $40,000, $50,000 in downtown.
Damn.
Yep. And then just Peyton Manning got here. We got legalized almost at the same exact time, and
Crazy, dude.
boom, everything just shot up. Like it was
Yeah.
insane. Like $200,000 like worth like shot up like that.
It is crazy expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth it because Texas, the only good thing about Texas is food and football. That's it.
Amen.
That's it. I put my foot down at that. The food is great. Barbecue, Mexican food. I miss it so much. And then there's
something.
football.
Yeah, because
Except on
I was
the
going to
weekends.
move to Texas to Houston. And I don't know, what do you think about Houston? Because I hear good reviews and then bad reviews. Like,
Yeah, it's a city, so you're gonna have your good spots and your bad spots. I personally just went through it a few times. My biological mom's husband, he did iron work, so we just went through there. And I have no feelings about it.
No,
It's
okay.
just kind of down there. Austin's prettier.
yeah.
Like that border, oh god, that border of Texas is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then you go to the other side and it's all desert. It's all desert.
Okay. Yeah, because I have the east side of Houston. I think it's like all black people. Like the north side's all white people, and like the west side's all Mexican.
It's all set. And no matter where you go, any town in Texas is segregated.
Yeah,
I
it's
promise.
weird.
Oh, wow.
Even Dallas is like that. Like the south of Dallas is like all black.
Yep.
I was like, what the fuck? And then same thing, north is like all white, and then the west side like all
Yep.
like Laredo and all that. Like it's all Mexican, like straight up. Like it's like what the heck?
Yep. It is all segregated. And I mean, when you're growing up in that, you don't really see it. Especially coming from my background, I grew up in mixed households. So I was in the hood for one weekend, and then we'd go to the trailer trash, white people, trailer park the next weekend. So like I accept the bougie life. That was the one life I never tasted till now. Thanks to me. But it was weird. And when you really step out of that bubble, when I left Texas, that's when I realized how fucked up it was. I was like, wow, like it's legitimately segregated. Let me tell you the biggest example, which is a sister store of Kroger called United. Okay. They're a big franchise grocery store there in Lubbock. In the fancy sides, in like the gated communities, they have Market Street. They have little bars that you can attend and drink while you do your shopping and samples. In the north side, which is the Barrio, where I lived, their store is called Amigos. And it is literally all Hispanic food. Like, and I'm just like, that's great. Like you're representing and helping us out, but it's also extremely segregated, and I'm just like a little offended. What if we wanted to have some margaritas while we shopped? Because we didn't have that at Amigos, and they didn't have that at Market Street. They just had wine. Like it's just really messed up, even down to the street names.
Yeah, and it's great, and it's still like that, like till this day. Like pretty much all the southern states are like that. Like,
Yes.
it's crazy to think
Absolutely, it sucks. It sucks because when that's all you've known and then you learn better, you're like, damn, I wasted all that time. Like, what we need to do better, y'all. Let's do better. Then you can experience more and have a better life.
Yeah.
Because Colorado's amazing. Whew, once you get out of Texas in that small bubble, oh my God, the world's great. It's amazing. It's beautiful. There's mountains. Like, there's water.
We got every.
Well, you heard it here
Weather.
first. Move out of Texas.
I mean, unless you're cheap, then I mean, see there, it's pretty cheap.
Texas is cheap.
Oh, it's really
And
cheap.
houses are like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, for $300K, you can get a nice house and a good chunk of land.
Mm-hmm.
Here, no, not unless you want to live by the airport.
Well, he lives close by there.
The airport, yeah. So I'm excited to talk about you, Haley. Tell us what you do.
Well, I'm a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
During the day. And I love that. I've been tattooing for 3-ish years. I started as a permanent makeup artist, so I did like eyebrows, eyeliner, areola reconstruction, scar cover-ups. A lot of my clients were cancer survivors, older women who just did not want to do their makeup anymore. I mean, you name it, you didn't have any hair, I'd take care of you. And that was the most rewarding part of the job, is giving someone their confidence with a set of eyebrows. Like that would change someone's life, and you wouldn't even think about it until you hear their story, and then you see their reaction once they see themselves in the mirror after you're done, and it's a whole new person. I mean, it's great. So I loved doing that. But then I was like, if I could do a straight line on their eyelid, I think I could do it on their arm. Like, I think I could do that. So I started, and my wife, being a piercer, she's been a piercer for almost 14 years. Oh, wow. So she's been in the industry. I was always at the shop. Finally, just nose dove into tattooing, and then moving up here, things change because in Texas, the rules are different. They consider permanent makeup tattooing. So it's same process as a tattoo. You get your apprenticeship, you go through it, and then you're certified once they say you're good. Here, you have to be an esthetician and go through a lot of state boards, and I don't give a fuck about facials, so I'm not going to even attempt that school. So I was like, I guess I got to do tattoo full time, and dove into it full time when we got here. And now,
Oh, scary.
it's a storming.
Oh, we're still recording though. That was just the lights.
Cool.
Wow.
Okay.
Scary.
We can't put those batteries in there.
Yeah.
Because that would have shut it off. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's a thunder. There's a storm coming.
Oh, we need it.
Cool coach.
I love the rain.
Yeah, it's been raining a lot this year.
Yeah, it has.
But also, we
great.
had a tarot card reader here the other day, so
Well,
could just be
I'm
that.
also a bruja, so you're safe.
Okay, so it's probably you then.
I mean, they're like, oh no, she's talking.
Oh no! We welcome that. We live for that kind of stuff.
Oh, the spooky and the creepy.
Spooky,
Oh,
creepy. Yeah. But so here in Colorado, you don't need to like go to school or anything to start tattooing. Or
Tattooing, it's similar process to Texas. You need your apprenticeship, and then you need obviously a bloodborne pathogens. As messed up as it is that anybody can get their bloodborne pathogens, there's 1,200 different courses online, but it's the whole learning process to really learn how to do it, be in a shop, learn from someone who's really good at it, things like that. But that's it. Denver, you do need a body artist license, like Denver County, you need a body artist license. Any other county besides that, you really don't.
Okay.
So different counties, different procedures.
But what's the apprentice?
Apprenticeship?
Yeah.
So basically, you go, if you're good at art, you draw all the damn time. Mostly want to do it on paper, so it shows your skills. Take it to an artist who you prefer, and that's basically going to be your mentor. So they teach you everything you know. In traditional tattoo culture, old school tattoo culture, I'm not even going to say traditional, old school tattoo culture, it's like your apprenticeship, you get hazed, you get bullied, and that's not fair. I don't think anybody learns that way, and nobody should go through that, especially when you're not getting paid for all the shit you're doing. Mm-hmm. When you're an apprentice, you do the paperwork, you do the setup, you do the breakdown, you take the trash out, you scrub the toilet, you do the grunt work and other ththings, but you need to learn to do these things because it needs to become a routine. That's why you do it. Wax on, wax off.
Yeah. Daniel-san.
Karate Kid.
Yeah.
But it's very similar to that. And then once you've learned those basic principles, you do your things on paper. if your mentor feels comfortable enough, you can move to fake skin and actually touch a machine. But until then, like, a lot of people don't want to take apprentices that have touched a machine, because you get like this, what is the word I'm looking for? Like eagerness, ready to, they're like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I've done it before, but you don't. You're going to fuck someone up.
Yeah.
Like, it's so easy to really mess someone up, and that shit's permanent.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm great at cover-ups, but it's not always fun to do, because being an artist, when you're putting your art on someone's body, that is a pretty sacred thing. Like, that's pretty cool, and I don't want someone else to cover it up. Like, that's fucked up. I want to see it in 10, 15 years and be like, hey, I did that piece, and still be able to, like, know what it is. See the image.
Were you like always like good at drawing then?
I want to say I was. My brother was the artist of the family, so I always just kind of did it in the shadows.
Okay.
Did my art classes, doodled every now and then. But it wasn't something that I thought I was going to be hooked on forever.
Oh, okay.
Like,
That's pretty
no
cool.
idea.
So you could like just think of something and you could just draw it out versus
No.
like, or you have to see it.
It's a process. Like, I could think of something, but it's going to take me a little bit and a lot of weed to really kickstart that engine. Be like, oh, that looks so cool, dude, and then be like, okay, I created this. So there's a lot of like artist block, writer's block, all the damn time, especially after doing it for so long.
Yeah.
It's a lot. But it helps when you have people come and be like, I want something like this, and then with this, and then maybe like a little bit of like this, but I want it in your style. And then you're like, oh, I can do that.
Yeah, see,
it kind of gives
right
you
there, yeah.
like a starting block to that design. But just sitting there trying to create something, no, that's hard.
Okay.
That's really hard.
So what's like your kind of style tattooing?
That's hard. I love color. I love sentimental tattoos. Like, I do a lot of script work. That's one of my specialties. And that started with copying other people's handwritings. Like, a lot of people get like love grandma, love mom, love dad, or their signatures or things like that. And that is super sentimental. And I love that. I love doing that. Sentimental tattoos. Anything to make you feel beautiful in your own body. Very confident. Like, want to show it off, want to strut it. That's my style. But don't bring me someone's face, because I won't do that. I won't fuck with the portrait. Like, I can do them, well, black and gray portrait, like realism. You want them to look like it's a picture. No, I'm sorry. I can't do that for you.
See, that's what I want. I want a sentimental tattoo. Something like,
Do you want a face?
no.
Okay, see, let's
No.
do it.
Yeah, I was actually telling like, just get a tattoo. Like,
I was
right now.
noticing you're like a little bear over there. You don't have a lot. Do you have any?
And I'm a big ass canvas. No, I don't have any.
Virgin.
Yeah, that's why I want you to pop my cherry.
Ooh, I can do that. Yes. What do you want? What are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking of getting a tattoo right here for my cousin. 'Cause he claimed that he was like a spelling bee professional. So we were all chilling in my room one day, me and my brother and my cousin. Oh, he passed a couple years ago. So that's why I meant sentimental, you know, and he was talking about how like he can spell anything, like he would beat everybody in spelling bee or whatever. So literally the first word I gave him was ferocious. And he started off, like he started thinking about it, and he said F-O-R, and then we just like started like dying. we were like one of those deep belly laughs. So that's what I want. I want ferocious right here.
Do you want it the way he spelt it or the right way?
No, the way he spelt it.
Perfect. I would love to do that.
That'd be fun.
Those are the best
Yeah, that's
tattoos.
what I'm saying. It's cool that you said that, because I'm like, that'd be fun. Like,
that would be awesome.
That would be cool, dude.
yeah.
That is a spicy spot, though. So,
Oh, is it?
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have a question. It's like, because I got this one on this side over here, and that son of a bitch hurt like a motherfucker. But I put like, how do you call it? Or
Numbing cream?
Yeah, numbing cream on it. And it worked for a little bit, but then it wore off. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, dude, you need to stop.
You need to take it easy.
Yeah. And then I put something and I just wiped all the purple off. You know where they like the stencil, whatever they put. I wiped it all off. He's like, "It's okay, dude. I'll just free draw, like do it by hand without that." So I was like, "All right, cool, dude." But still, like it helps, but then it wears off. So is there any certain ones that like last or just?
So it depends. I am very pro numb because ouch, that shit hurts.
Hell yeah.
And I cannot tattoo myself without numbing cream because when you're getting tattooed, you want to tense up and like do it. You can't do that when you're tattooing yourself. You got to chill the fuck out and really pull that line and be steady. So it has to be numbed. But we sell some at my shop. I've used Pure Numb, and I use their cream, their gel, and their spray, and that shit's amazing.
Okay.
Like, you can stay numb through the whole process.
Oh, wow.
However, once it wears off after you're done, left your appointment, you're chilling, eating some chilies, and you go to stand up and you feel the pain for the first time, you're going to fall. You're going to die. It's going to hit you all at the same time.
Yeah.
Like a ton of bricks because it's no longer numb and it's all that pain at once instead of it slowly, gradually getting to there.
'Cause it was rough. Like it did last for like 2 hours because he did it in 4 hours. Mm-hmm. But man, after that second hour, I was just like, oh, it's just so tender because he has to go over and over in the same spot, you know? And it's just like, oh my God.
In your opinion, what are the top 3 worst spots? Well, not worst, but I guess painful.
Ooh, hands for sure. Oh my God, my hands hurt so bad. Especially on the top here. That one hurt really bad.
And is it just because of the bone or is it?
It's where your nerve endings are.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
where your most painful spots and where your like chunkiest little spots are. Because I think those fucking hurt. Especially like right here or in like your pits. So like your pits, your elbows, your knees. That's gonna fuck you up. And then hands and feet. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, it just kind of depends on you. Everybody's body's different. Mm-hmm. That's why like acupuncture, similar to tattooing. Some people fall asleep in certain areas and then other people can be like, that fucking hurts, and then pass out on you. And you're like, oh, goddamn.
It's
Here
funny
we go.
you say that because I have done acupuncture or whatever, and I think that feels amazing.
Yeah.
But tattooing is like, ouch, dude.
Yeah. Different spots.
Yeah.
Different spots. Yeah. But it's very similar process. It's, hands, number one is hands.
Have you ever had anybody pass out on you?
I've had them almost pass out. I'm very cautious, and I take my clients' health and everything about their body, whatever their body's telling me in that moment. If they're sweating too much, if they're going pale, or if they're starting to shake too much. I can see that by just like glancing at them and looking at their tattoo. And if I see that they're sweating too much and be like, hey, are you feeling okay? Are you good? And if they're like, oh no, I'm fine. No, you're not. Like, let's take a break, drink some water. Here's some cookies or some crackers, chocolate, whatever it is, because blood sugar is the first to go. That's why people pass out. That's why we say don't have caffeine before your appointment and make sure you eat lots of food because that's going to be the first thing to go. But never had one actually pass out. Very close, though.
Oh, that's
very
crazy.
close.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I never even thought about you looking for the signs and stuff. You
Oh, yeah.
I think a tattoo artist looks for that regardless, right? Almost everyone, or
unfortunately, there's like old school tattooing. They don't give a fuck. They don't care what you're doing. They don't care if you're drunk. They don't care if you're on drugs. They don't care if you're pregnant. They'll tattoo you. They don't give a shit. Like, just quit moving and get what you get. No, that's kind of the point of my shop. I'm at Disruptive Ink, and we're trying to disrupt that tattoo culture. Okay. Like, it's about being in a safe environment. Your body is a temple. Getting tattooed is also a healing process. Like, you have to take all of that into consideration. Mm-hmm. I would like to say that all tattoo artists do really care about their clients that way, and they do look for those signs, but I don't want to be mistaken because there's always assholes out there.
Yeah. Once you're done with that tattoo, I know certain tattoo artists, they'll wrap it around with like saran wrap, or they'll put the patch over you. What do you prefer on that? Or
that like black patch thing, I've never personally used, so I have no idea. Again, depends on the client. Mm-hmm. So I was gonna wear shorts, but I couldn't find them. I just got tattooed the other day, and I have what's called like Sanoderm. It's a glorified Band-Aid. You stick it on once you're done tattooing, and you can leave it on for like 7 days. And you ain't gonna do shit to your tattoo. You don't have to wash it. You don't have to put cream on it. You don't have to do nothing. At the end of those 7 days, you take it off under warm water, wash it, pat it dry, and your tattoo's almost healed.
Oh, does it like any liquid or in there? Or anything?
Oh yeah, there's like a whole little ink sac right now. Like it is crazy.
And that doesn't get infected or anything?
No, it's like stewing in your own juices, basically.
Oh.
I am very horrible at taking care of my tattoos as
So
an
you've
artist.
had it get infected before?
I have had a tattoo get infected, not with Sanoderm.
Huh.
Yes.
Did it get like, how did you just get in the water or?
No, dog hair.
Dog hair?
Dog hair.
What?
So I did this piece on my thigh, and I didn't use Sanoderm, and I washed it night before, put the cream on, went to bed, and overnight, piece of dog hair like stuck to the cream in one of the spots. By the time I woke up, it had already like scabbed up. I went to pull the hair up, and it pulled like my skin up, and I was like, oh fuck. And it like the whole little area where that got infected and scabbed, like all the color fell out. What? From dog hair, from a single dog hair that got into my fresh tattoo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't even think about that.
That's crazy. So what's the craziest like request you've gotten or tattoo that you've done?
Like for them or for me?
I guess strange. Oh, either or
like
strangers.
I tattooed Evie Oddly's face.
Oh,
that
nice.
was terrifying. I was scared the entire time. I was like, you're on TV and stuff. Like, you really want this on your face? Like, I'll do it. And then like she told me the story behind it, and I was like, let's do it. Let's fuck it up. But like face tattoos, unless you already have them, are always a little strange to me, because I'm like, that's a commitment. I remember what it took for me to get my hands done. That's a commitment.
Yeah.
But I would say, I don't have like weird, strange ones. The funniest one though was these twins came in, and he was like, I need a cover up on my butt, and then he's gonna get a tattoo on his butt. And I was like, all right, what we're getting each other's names. So homeboy had his ex's name on his butt. So we just had to correct a couple letters, and it made it, what was it? Like Tony or something. And we turned it into his brother's name, and then his brother got his little name on him.
Oh, okay.
And so they were twin brothers that got their names on each other's butts.
Literally like on the middle of the ass cheek?
No, like on the butt cheek, like on the side there. Like on the butt cheek.
We should do that.
No.
Oh.
Right on the ass. Just whap.
Nice.
I mean, nothing says brotherly love like matching ass tattoos.
You hear that, Jerk Shark? Get to it.
Yo, jerk shark. I don't have brothers though.
Well, you guys have a sibling.
Oh yeah,
tattoos.
we got these ones here. Since I was the third born, so I got 3. My sister got 2, and then the oldest one got 1. So
Hell yeah.
it was pretty cool.
Well, so you can scan it. You know who's who.
There you go.
Barcode. Have you ever done something like that, like a barcode?
No,
or
I
anything?
want to though. Like that's again scary because tattoos age. They're gonna fade. They're gonna spread a little bit. So I'm like, can you scan it in 5 years, or is it just like a temporary thing? Never done one though.
Put the Only Talks thing on. I was
Damn, imagine.
Linktree.
Oh, the QR code. Yeah.
scared, bro.
Right here in the back of our neck.
Yeah.
And have you done like any like private areas besides like the butt?
Oh, we love a good butthole story.
Yeah,
no
that,
buttholes yet. Someone has asked me
nipples,
to
or-
tattoo their penis,
Oh.
but they never followed through with it. So I was like, I'm fucking here for it. Let's do it. Like, I'm not trying to be creepy or weird or anything. It's art is art. If you want to go through that pain, that is on you.
Yeah.
But like, let's do it. When you learn how to do tattooing, you like learn on like oranges and fruits and stuff. So weird things that are already just a little atomically preparing you for what's to come.
Do you remember what they wanted?
No, I don't. I have no idea. No, yes, I do. I think they wanted like some floral vines.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And they wanted it like starting there and then like coming up. And I was like, okay.
Pretty.
That would hurt.
Giving me some like Adam and Eve vibes. But you know what? We are here for it.
Well, I give you props because, well, we talked about it when we first met, and you asked me if I was interested in tattooing. I'm like, it's scary. Like, I'd be scared to like, cause like permanent. And have you ever had anybody like freak out on you or?
Oh, not while I'm tattooing, but when I did permanent makeup, I was doing my friend's eyeliner. And when you're doing their eyeliner, you're stretching their eyelids, so you're like on top of their face, and then you're like pulling it down, and you're just kind of like in their space already. But you also have a needle on their fucking eyelid, which is like that thick. So any awkward movement from my hand, that needle's gonna go in your eye. So you really got to be careful with it. I'm tattooing it. I guess she starts to freak out, but doesn't tell me and just grabs my hand. And I'm like, do not do that.
Oh my
Like,
god.
do not do that because you are about to be eyeless, ma'am. Like, don't. I understand freaking out, but tell me. Be like, hey, I need to take a break. And guess what? I'm going to pull away, and then you're going to be safe to sit up. Like, don't grab my hand. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Dang. You're like,
Yeah, I mean, oh.
Can you tattoo your eye, like the white part?
So yes, but not with the tattoo machine.
Oh, okay.
They get like a needle, like an injection needle, and inject ink into your eye in between those membranes.
oh my, does that like fuck you up or?
Probably.
Yes.
I mean, extreme body modifications. They got some extreme shit out there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's on them. I don't know if I could ever do that. No.
Yeah. And your tattoo shop is with your wife or?
No, not yet. That is our eventual goal, is to open up our own shop. But no, she's at a shop up in Louisville and I'm at a shop in Lakewood.
Oh, dang, that's far.
Yeah.
And you guys live down south or?
No, we live up near Brighton.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's like,
yeah.
boom.
Yep. I spend about 3 hours driving daily.
Oh, damn.
Just going back and forth because we share a vehicle right now. So we've only been here 2 years. So we're still like getting on our feet, getting established, building up our clientele, making friends.
Yeah.
So you get the worst traffic then.
I've learned how to avoid it.
Yeah.
Like Apple Maps is amazing and will tell you where it's blocked up. And then from Louisville down to Lakewood, you can take like through Golden and Marshall, El Dorado, like through there. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Salt Mountains. And stuff.
Exactly.
It takes you to 6, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly. And it just takes you right down there, and then you hop on the what is it, the 470, and then that puts you on to the 280 whatever, and you're right there.
Watch the day after this comes out. It's going to be packed.
Hey.
Everybody
You know,
found
sometimes it is because it goes right by Morrison, so Morrison's gorgeous. I love it over there. But oh yeah, no, I see it all. See it all.
So you drop off your wife and then you go to work and then you go back, pick her up, go home.
Yep.
That must be rough.
Yep. It is. But we make it work. Like
good,
it is one of the biggest headaches we have, but it's something you got to do to hustle. And we don't have kids right now, so we're making the best of it.
So the plan is just to find, do you guys have like a location you guys have in mind? Like you guys want to be at?
Well, we go back and forth. I don't want to live out near Brighton because I can't see the mountains. I want to live like near Golden. I really like Golden. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But that's also in between our shops right now. She wants to have our own shop in like a gayborhood because we want to be those spooky gays. That's just kind of what she wants. So I'm thinking like wherever like Hamburger Mary's is, that Colfax-ish area, but not on Colfax because there's already 1,200 other shops on Colfax.
Well, like 5 Points is getting like that right now, right? Do you know where 5 Points is at?
No. I don't know.
Like, that sounds like a restaurant.
Oh, no. Well, I forget you're not from here yet. Well, that's like by, do you guys know where Bruce Randolph High School?
Are you a transplant too?
Yeah, but I've been here a long time.
Yeah, I guess now they say the actual names of the town, like Rhino, like that. I was like, what the hell's
Rhino?
fucking Rhino? It's like, I never heard of Rhino.
See, I know Rhino.
Yeah, we know Rhino. Our
That
district.
before used to be empty warehouses, piece of shit, like homeless people all over the place. And it was just,
Wow.
you wouldn't even want to go through that place. Now it's just like, this is nice, man.
Gentrification.
Yeah.
And I mean, depending on the area, there's not some bad deals. I had a friend who lived down there and paid $1,800 and has like a nice view downtown, literally a block away from the Coors field. Like, nice.
Oh. So have you been to opening day?
No.
That was all sad.
No. When it comes to sports, I love all sports. But when you play for money, you kind of lose the passion for it. Mm-hmm. So I will watch college ball all fucking day.
They get paid now.
Yeah, which helps because they need to pay for that school.
So that's interesting that you bring that up, because I'm always complaining to him and everybody else that do you ever, because you do get people to come in, you know, they want specific things, but you love doing it. Do you ever get like discouraged, or do you ever feel like you're losing your the passion because you are getting paid for it?
Um,
I guess an example is me. Like I always tell them, like I love commission. I like commissions because, you know, I'm helping somebody out with their business, or, you know, they're getting their name out there, making merch or whatever. But I also, it's like, I don't like doing commissions because it's
like
not
a job
fun for me. Yeah.
Yeah, when things start feeling like a job, it comes that stigma behind it. You don't want to fucking do it. I don't want to wake up. I don't want to have to do this. Nobody wants to have to do anything. And when you start putting those dollar signs behind it, you're going to feel obligated to do it because money rules the fucking world. We all know this. So yeah, you do lose some of the passion, especially if you're doing it just for the money.
Yeah.
That's when you see your quality of work go down, your quality of life, the love you have for what you do. Like, yeah, you absolutely lose. Like, yeah, you lose it 100%. That's something I keep my eye on and adamant about that I don't do. Mm-hmm. It's like when I started drag, I said, I'm only going to do this for fun, because once you start doing it for a job, you're going to lose the fun out of it. It loses that excitement.
Yeah.
So you don't want to do that.
Okay, so you do drag then?
I do. I started in December.
So then, do you dress like a guy then?
I do.
Oh.
My drag name is Dean Dazzle.
Dean Dazzle.
Do you watch Supernatural?
I do.
If Dean Winchester and Mario Lopez had a love child, that would be my drag persona.
Do you have a piece of pie with you too all the time?
No, just my wife.
Because he likes pie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm like, I don't know, maybe one day I'm going to get a Jack Black tattoo too, because I freaking love that dude. And I saw you did Nacho.
I did do Nacho.
You did Nacho Libre?
I did Nacho Libre. That was my debut. So,
Wow.
Yeah, that was my debut. I did Cherry Pop at Hamburger Mary's. And what started that was I was Nacho Libre for Halloween. And my tattoo shop did a Halloween event. So I dressed up, but I was like, I'm going to do a reveal because I hang out with a bunch of fucking drag queens. So it was just in my mind to do that. So as we're tattooing, I tattooed in my monk outfit. I had the mustache, I had the wig, I had the monk outfit, and I was tattooing people. Midday, I did a reveal in the middle of the shop and pulled the monk thing off, and I was in the full luchador outfit. And my shop loved it. They were like, oh my God, who is this person? So I went a step further in preparing for this day. Because when we do our shop events, we have vendors, we have food trucks. Like, it gets packed in our little area. I brought my bike. And I put on my cape, and I drove my bike around the parking lot a little bit. So like my cape was blowing and everyone was just eating it up. The vendors, my bosses, their families, they were like, you look so cool. I've never had a reaction to anything I've ever done like that, besides from my wife, but she's my biggest cheerleader. But like ever, I've never had any encouragement or support that I got from doing that. And I was like, wow, you think I'm good? And they're like, you killed it. Like, you're a whole different person when you do that. And I was like, huh, okay. So then I was talking to Jeremy Betty about it, and he was like, I think you should try it. You should do it. And so I was like, you know what? I think I might try. I think I might give it a shot. So I did it to it starts off when, do you remember the fight scene with the little boys? He's like, I know it is fun to wrestle.
Yeah.
Nice punch in the face. Well, I start off with that scene, and I'm in the monk outfit, and I'm like blessing people. It like has the music from it, and then I bust out in Eye of the Tiger, and I do Eye of the Tiger, but I do Dean's dance moves.
Oh, you do?
I do like the full thing, and yeah, I mean, just really, and I go from the monk while Eye of the Tiger starts into the luchador outfit, and then dance around.
And that's when people just like, oh my God.
They ate it the fuck up. I mean, ate it up. After that night, which was Cherry Pop at Hamburger Mary, so it's an open stage. You're not booked. You just bring your music, show up dressed, and they'll let you perform. And you can like keep whatever tips you make, but you're not booked. After that night, my friend Jeremy was like, you need to do my competition. Who does a competition at Hamburger Mary's every Sunday called So You Think You Can Drag. And I was like, I'm just trying to do this for fun, you know? Like, I just started. I don't know what to do. He's like, no, I think you should do it. So I was like, fine. Like, I'll just do it. Whatever. Well, I ended up winning the competition.
Wow.
Undefeated every week. I tied 1 week, and that was a musical week, and I'm not a musical gay, so I'm okay with that.
See? I don't like musicals. And he likes Jack Hugh when that.
Jack Hugh.
Is it?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jack. Oh my God.
I was like, I don't think I've heard of him.
Yeah. What's up? The Greatest Showman, right?
The Greatest Showman.
Yeah, see, I ain't seen that. I like shoot 'em ups and Transformers and
Yeah.
you know. I don't see, but my wife's from New York, so she knows the musical stuff. But she's also Colombian, so she knows the not like too much of the bougie stuff, but you know, the good stuff. I don't know shit. I don't know shit when it comes to musicals.
We were talking about it. It'd be fun to have your wife Vanessa here too.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah.
She's great. I honestly would have brought her today, but
She had to work or?
no, we didn't know if we'd be done in time. She's the also karaoke DJ at Hamburger Mary's now.
Oh, okay.
So she has that little gig to go do.
I have seen that place. I always just thought it was like a hamburger place.
I mean, it is, but it's a
it
very
is?
gay place.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I drove through there. I'm like, sounds kind of good.
It is
Oh,
good.
that
I
freaking-
stop and grab a burger.
The chicken, bacon, mac and cheese.
Their burgers are really good.
That's right next to close to East High School, right?
Maybe. I might have drove by there.
Yeah.
It's like right off of Colfax.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's a great place. That place has changed our lives. Before I moved here, I had like a couple of friends. I was very reserved. I was all about my family and doing anything and everything I could do to serve them, be there for them, and all this stuff. Moving here, move away from all that, get your eyes open, and you start seeing a community of accepting people, because there's not much of a queer community where I'm from. So Mary's, the first day me and my wife went there, which was almost a year after we moved here. We had just went there and fell in love with it. I mean, the atmosphere, the food, the people, the shows, it was great. We ended up getting married on their back patio.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that
So
was
that
not
is
planned.
That is a special place. That
It is very special, and it was not planned that way. We were supposed to go do our ceremony in the mountains, do our thing, but my family being from Texas can't really drive in the mountains, yet alone with the rain.
Did they freak out or?
A little bit, yeah. So I was like, you know what, we're already just going to go eat there. Like, let's just go there. We get there. All of our friends were there because we're supposed to party with them. And I was like, guys, we haven't done it yet. And they're like, you haven't done the ceremony? I was like, no, we got rained out. And they're like, I got you. Tammy, who's one of the managers there, like cleared out the spot, went and got some like flowers from the little place next door, and like spread them on the ground. And we did our little ceremony right there in Mary's back patio.
Wow.
Yeah.
So who married you?
Jeremy Hag, who's also Betty Swallows Stratton All Night with her 12 names.
Don't know who that
She's drag queen.
Oh.
But she didn't marry us. Jeremy married us, who
he
is
is,
a
like-
witch in his life. because me and my wife are also witches. So our ceremony was very non-traditional. We did a hand fasting and burned some incense and all that fun stuff. So he helped proceed over that.
What do you mean by witches?
Well, I'm a bruja, so
Yeah, like, are you talking like straight up like witch?
Yeah, like witch.
Oh, okay.
Like witchcraft to the max. Like
Holy
voodoo
shit.
dolls, sage my house constantly, not companions. Well, yeah, I do have my little companions. But yeah, we do it all.
Holy, and does that stuff like work? Like the voodoo dolls and all that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Don't do that on us.
Don't piss me off. No, okay.
She's like,
no,
you
no.
edit this
I
right.
believe in karma. That is a big thing. So if you're shady to someone, you're gonna get some shade back.
Dang. No, I'm just kidding.
What's a hand fast?
Hand fasting, so it's when you and your partner's hands are together and then you take 6 or some places do 10, and each cord is representing of like a vow, essentially. So I vow to always love you. I vow to always be there for you. I think even one of them was, do you intend to cause me harm? And then I think it was not on purpose. It was one of our vows. So it was just like very promising, but not creepily controlling promises, you know what I'm saying? But you just wrap those cords around, say your little vows, and then tie it in a knot. And that signifies tying the knot.
Fun.
Oh, okay.
Some people pour sand. I didn't think that was fun, so I didn't want to do that.
So did he give you like a certificate for that, or just
Marriage license. You just go down to the county and get your stuff all signed up for like, I think it's like $30 is all it takes to get married.
oh,
I spent $2,000 on my entire wedding for 2 brides, food, dresses, photography, the whole 9.
that's
$2,000.
a good deal.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Balling on a budget.
Yeah, I did that in Vegas.
Bargain
one time.
King.
What was your first tattoo that you ever got?
This guy right here. I wouldn't say it was the guy's house because it was a connection to his house. It was his own shop, but I just turned 18. I was like, I want a fucking tattoo. Like, that's what I want. And so it was my old babysitter's husband. I was friends with her and I saw he did tattoos. I was like, hey, can your husband tattoo me? And she's like, yeah, what do you want? Send him this. Well, I kind of drew it myself. So I sent him this design and then what I wanted incorporated in it. And he was like, all right, come on, let's do it. So if you've ever heard do you like country?
Yeah.
It's like, do you know Eli Young Band? Mm-hmm. Well, you know their song "Keep on Dreaming," even if it breaks your heart, is basically what this is from. So it says "Dream" in the neck here. It has the zodiac symbol for Cancer, but as it aged, it looks like 69. You know, take these things into thought when you get tattoos.
I mean,
because my ass didn't fucking. Think.
Still okay. Still okay.
I mean, it's still relevant because I'm gay as shit, but like no. And then the red heart to keep on beating, and it's just made up of all these music notes because it's a beautiful disaster.
Wow.
Have you ever had to? Oh, I'm sure you have, but like deny people, or like if somebody brought you some crazy idea and you're like, no, I'm not doing that.
No, I haven't had anything super crazy. If anything, it's usually like, that's too small, we can't do it. That's small, we got to simplify it. But nothing that's just like, oh, I'm not doing that. Fuck no, I'm not doing that. No, nothing
Only
like
if it's
that
a
yet.
face.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, if it's a portrait, don't fucking do it. They're gonna come out looking cross-eyed, I promise.
What's the biggest piece you've done on somebody?
I've done like a full sleeve. I think that's probably the biggest, was the full sleeve.
How long did that take?
We did it in 3 sessions. So I want to say 6-hour sessions.
Oh wow.
And it was a cover-up.
Oh.
So that was the fun part. Is stenciling it and figuring out what works with what and making sure it's the right fit and you can see everything. And yeah, that was the hardest part.
How do you charge for your tattoos? By the size?
By
or
piece.
By piece.
Yeah,
okay.
by piece. So it'll be by size, by placement, detail, color, all that stuff. Because I take that into my setup.
Okay.
Like we have a shop minimum, which is 100. And that when you get down to the nitty gritty and the finances of it, because being a tattoo artist in my spot, I'm my own person. Like I pay my booth rent, I buy my supplies, I do all of my stuff. Every tattoo I do, I got to be like, all right, this was my setup. This is what I had to use. This was the time that it took to draw this design. If you take that into account, $100, you're only making $25 off of it.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
But after you pay your booth rent and like everything else, clientele is all yours, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, it all is. You just got to make sure everything's paid. You got to make sure you have all your supplies, you know, everything like that. But yeah, no, there's a potential to make a lot of money.
So how many clients have you had in a day?
Like on just a regular day,
Yeah.
like a flash event.
Both.
Flash event, oh, I could see up like 20 people.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, I mean, little 30-minute tattoos, like bust good 20 of them out. On just a regular day, depends on the piece. I mean, I can do 5 or 6 little tattoos, or I can do one really big tattoo. It all just depends on the person too. Not a lot of people can sit for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
So it just kind of depends.
Oh, okay. And how much does like supplies, the needles, the ink, all that?
Oh.
How much is like all that worth?
A lot. So
Yeah.
basically for just a simple setup using just black ink and your whites, your gray shade, your machine setup, not including the price of the machine because you don't want to talk about prices of tattoo machines. Just the setup to, you know, wrap everything, keep everything clean, your maticide, your gloves. It's about $75 per setup, just your basic.
Holy smokes.
Now, once you start adding your colors into that, that's when that price starts adding up. So if people want a tattoo this big, but in full color with 8 different colors, well, your price just went from like $100 with line work to maybe about $200.
Oh, okay.
Because that's going to take a little more time, a lot more supplies, things like that.
Yeah, because the bottles are like this big, right? Or they're different
Depends.
size.
Different sizes. My black ink bottle is about that big. My black and white, because I use the same type for almost everything. But all your little colors are in about 1 ounce bottles.
Okay.
And depending on the brand that you use, the shade that it was, because in the tattoo world, cheap does not equal best. It equals watered down colors that aren't going to stay. So you want to get the pretty good stuff, which you're looking anywhere from 25 to like $80 for some colors.
And I didn't even know that. I thought all the ink was like almost the same. But
All different colors. I think I spent, how many did I get in that one? I want to say like 5 or 6 colors in my last ink set and paid like $200 for it.
oh, dang, that is expensive.
A pack of needles is like $25-$30.
And how much do those packs come in there? Like 5?
Like 10.
Oh, 10. Oh,
10,
shit.
10 to 20. Depends on the brand you use. Again, I like to use nice high quality stuff because quality of needles, sharpness, having it jam on you, like things like that are to take into consideration too.
Okay. And then when you use your gun, do you like wrap it too?
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
Do thick? Because I've seen some people that they wrap that
Yeah.
sucker. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you use plastic bags, you use your saran wrap, you use Coban. So many supplies go into this. I'd like a nice grip, but it all just kind of depends on your machine. But to keep everything wrapped, you literally have to wrap everything that you think can get touched with blood. Because you don't see it, but when you're getting tattooed, blood's spraying everywhere. You're supposed to have certain filters in your shop, all this other stuff. So there's a potential that blood or some foreign substance can get on it, wrap that bitch.
okay. So you guys have like a black light then to like look
Oh
around?
God, I would be terrified. Go into any tattoo shop with a black light, I would be terrified.
Wow.
Speaking of blacklight, do you do that kind of stuff, like glow in the dark? Or
I've never done them. I've also heard a lot of bad things about it.
Oh, really?
Like the ink just doesn't do anything. Like it'll do it like the first couple times, but then after that it just scars.
Holy crap.
I know. It's a whole different. See, I didn't know any of this till I started, and I was like, oh my God. Like my wife with the piercing stuff. Like I got my ears pierced at like Walmart and Claire's back in the day. That is like the worst thing you can fucking do to your body. And I had no idea. No idea. I had no idea the difference between jewelry, all this other stuff until she taught me better. And now that's translated into tattooing because I'm like, we are not no kitchen scratchers up in here, okay? Okay.
Going back to The Apprentice, is somebody have to be qualified for that, or like can you be or not mentor?
I mean, it depends on you. I personally don't want an apprentice, and I'm still learning. I'm a self-taught tattoo artist. There's still so much I have to learn that I don't have the patience to teach anybody else.
Okay.
Really don't. Unless it's someone who is dedicated to learning, not someone who wants to do it for the money or do it for fun.
Okay. When are you gonna get your call back for Ink Master? Stop it right now.
Oh no! We are not even. I know a couple people who've been on Ink Master, and no, it's TV. I'd never, never in my life.
Are they even still? Are they even going still?
I think so. I don't know. I know that like Ryan Ashley and some of these other female artists did like a show, and that was pretty cool. But when you tattoo in stressful situations, you're gonna end up with some bad work. You're gonna end up with some pissed off people. Like, that's not fair to nobody, on the artist or the canvas,
right,
or the producer that's getting yelled at for whatever they gotta do. No, hell no.
I can feel that.
I do tattoo conventions though, and goal will be to enter because they do like competitions and they give out awards for certain tattoo pieces. That's a goal one day, just to be confident enough and happy in a certain piece that's like, no, I can beat everybody's ass in here with that.
Nice. All right. Well, Haley, I got some bad news.
Oh no, is it that time?
It's that time. Tell the people, where can we find you?
Inked by Haley on Instagram, periods for spaces. That is the best place to stay up to date with my life. Nice. Eventually, there might be a podcast in the future. We'll see. But any updates will be on there.
Nice. And then, are you trying to do that with your shop?
Not with my shop, just me.
Oh, okay.
Just me and drag. I'm just spilling the tea.
Yeah, that's
some
exciting.
Tattoos and tea.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Yeah. Hopefully you do. Hopefully the universe and the stars line up and you can do that. That'd be fun.
I'm excited.
Well, cool. Do you have anything going on?
My shop has a Pride event coming up on the 10th.
Okay.
That
June
we'll
10th.
be doing flash tattoos, drag show. Got a few more drag shows Pride weekend. Be hanging out at Pride.
Sweet.
Pride. That's what I have coming up next is Pride. Lots of pride. Pride and birthday.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. In case you're wondering, Alex's phone died. That's why he disappeared. But Haley, it was nice to have you. Thank you so much. Hopefully we can get Dean Dazzle here too sometime.
Yes, you will. Dean will make an appearance eventually. We'll see. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much.
And then you'll have Vanessa too. Thank you for having me. This was awesome.
I want to see you tattoo him. That's what I want to see.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I am so set.
But yeah, when hopefully your wife could come on the show too.
Yes.
You guys could talk about your piercing and your tattoo, because I'm sure you guys done it together at one point, right?
Yeah. The first shop I worked at, we were together. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool,
She's a great time. Like, she's Colombian, so she's fun.
Colombiana.
Colombiana.
And she's New Yorker. Like,
Does she have that like thick accent or?
She loud.
Yeah.
She's loud. She's loud and just amazing. She's beautiful inside and out. She's also intimidating, and I love that.
Well, cool. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you.
And you are always welcome back. I mean, I'd be happy to do even another episode where you talk about your Bruja stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
Yeah. That's why I didn't want to get too deep into it.
I wanted to ask so many questions, but I was like, no, we had to stick to just tattooing. But yeah, I would really want to do that if you're up for it.
Oh, I'm so down. I love all the witchy shit, all the ghost shit. I'll talk about demons. I'll talk about whatever you want. I fucks with it all.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, we'll check our schedules and then we'll set something up.
Hell yeah.
Cool. There you go,
Awesome.
guys. Haley.
Cheekest man, Alex. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you had a good time. I did. Shoot.
You know, only
And
talks
again,
is
this is
the
like
best
the fifth time I
podcast.
tell you, but thank you, Haley.
Thank you for having me. This was an awesome experience.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
nice to really just sit down and talk to some guys.
you. Thank you.
All right. See ya.
See ya.